Yeah, yes and no. I think it's more coincidental. I started penning this in 2009. Quite naive to the publishing process. I thought I could write it day one and it'd be in the shops, 3 months later. It takes a little longer than that. So although we could have probably got it out last year, with the 350th, we thought it'd be a good time or 2014 be a good time to get it out, yes.
And why did you want so much to be a Royal Marine, and what were you like?
Well, I hope the Going Commando shows you that I was a naive, scrawny, stumpy, idiotic 16-year-old child. Because, when I was 15, when I wanted to do it, I was a child. I was clueless at that age. But as soon as I had it into my head, that's what I wanted to do. It was the only thing that I wanted to do.
You describe yourself as foaming at the mouth, wanting to be a Royal Marine.
Like having rabies, yet without the fear of death and water. I had this zen-like infatuation. I used Rocky as my training films, all these things that are just crazy. I put in the blurb, I slept in a shed at night, naked apart from plastic bags, because I thought that would be the thing that Royal Marines do. I got my mate to tie me in a sleeping bag and kick 10 bells out of me just so I could endure pain. These things that you do.
I guess you wouldn't recommend that anyone wanting to be recruited nowadays should go through that?
No, ridiculous, horrendous. Yeah, why would you?
What was the reality like compared to what you expected it to be?
I think my naivety, how far I would hurt training would only bring out of me. Being a 16-year-old, you just do what you have to do, irrespective of what that may be. And in the 80s, training was brutal. In the 80s, training was I think a throwback from the Falklands campaign. All my training team were ex-Falkland veterans. So it was very brutal in those days, but it's what I was willing to go through to achieve my dreams. And
that comes across very much in the book, and you mix this kind of brutality with a lot of humour.
Well, humour, as any service personnel will know, humour is one of the glues that bonds us together. And in fact, it's one of the Commando qualities, cheerfulness in the face of adversity. So yeah, humour was intrinsic to the book. In fact, the genre that I wanted it to be known as was a humorous memoir. And I have to have that brutality to temper the humour, because that's what it is. And the book has contrasts of light and dark, brutality and empathy, sadness and joy.
What was your best moment?
In training, passing out, without a doubt, because I'd done it. All those tears, tantrums, all that want, all came together when I walked away off that parade ground with my green lid. And
what would you say to anyone today considering joining the Royal Marines?
Only do it if you're 110% committed. I know the Commandos do it, our Royal Marines do a 99.99 need not apply. And it's actually true. It's as much as a mental battle as it is a physical battle. In the book, there's a guy in there who is physically capable but not mentally capable. And where I was the total opposite. I had to really work at my phys, but I had it up there. I failed at some points, but that only drove me on to be even more determined to succeed.